Good evening. I hope you enjoyed your election Tuesday. This is going to go ahead and be the lesson 9, chapter 8, exercise 11, homework support. And so let's go ahead and get into it. We have here on the left hand of my screen the transactions that took place for Metlock Inc. We have a customer, R. Stoney, who purchased a product on account and is actually going to have that outstanding account receivable turn into a note receivable. So to record this, we start there with the first entry, May 1st, 2016, and we're going to go ahead and debit notes receivable for the full amount of $3,700, and we'll go ahead and credit accounts receivable. So at the end here on the left hand of the screen, they do give us a note that that says that the interest does not accrue until the end of the year at December 31st. So that's what we're going to go ahead and put that here, December 31st transaction. This is going to be put on the journal as interest receivable, because as of yet the customer is not paid in cash, so we're going to debit account interest receivable, and we're going to have to put the formula for that, so which is going to be the principal amount of $3,700 times the interest rate of 3% times the amount of time that has transpired. And from May 1st to December 31st ends up being 8 months. And the formula for that is 8/12 for the proper ratio, so we can get the proper interest that's been charged over those 8 months. Ends up being $74. We're going to go ahead and credit interest revenue. So that revenue is in, even though it hasn't been, or the revenue is recognized, even though we haven't been paid. So that's why it's going to be interest receivable. So that's $74. And then the last part of the posting the journal is going to be May 1st, 2017, at the end of the contract period. And this is when R. Stoney is going to head and pay up. So we're going to debit the full amount of cash, and which we will find out here in a second. So the first thing we need to do is credit the appropriate accounts, and we will find the total amount of cash that we need to spend. So the first thing we're going to credit is the accounts receivable, the principal, and that was $3,700. The next part is what we the receivable that we credited or debited, excuse me, at December 31st. So that's interest. And that interest that we debited, we're now going to credit. So that will be $74. And the last part of this transaction and this posting is going to be the interest revenue that transpired between December 31st and May 1st. So we need that interest revenue. Again, that's going to be the principal times the agreed upon interest rate times the kind of the ratio of the time that's transpired. So we had 8 months at December 31st. That means we have 4 months out of the year left. 4 out of 12 months. And that gives us $37. And then we can add all of those credits up to get the appropriate cash amount that R. Stoney will have paid. So we will sum up 3,700 plus 74 plus 37. One too many plus signs. Let's see here. There we go. And that gives us the total of $3,811. Remembering that the time transpired or expired, to figure out the interest revenue and interest receivable at the end of the year and at the end of the contract period is kind of the key part of this program. I hope this was useful. I hope you guys are having a great semester, and thank you for listening and watching.